got.
Okay, it's been a crazy day for us. We are late, of course, for this one, 30 minutes. I do appreciate y'all hanging around. Um, I'm going to need to do a few things here to get ready. One is I'm going to have to send Anthony a thing for the night, but so I got to quit in time because if you stick over, we are going to start our in-depth look at the Morphew case, and it's going to be more than one night. It's going to probably run about 4, 5, 6 shows in a row. Maybe we're going to try to get AK to come over. He is doing a great job, doing an unbelievable job, and he has got an update that I think is coming on his channel pretty soon. And I'm going to get him over with us and give me some. We've been communicating with each other, and he is going to come over and do some on mine. But I'm not trying to steal AJ's thunder because AK's thunder, because AK and his friend Martin, I think it is. I don't know Martin, but I know that AK's a fair and honest guy, and he has done a huge amount of work on it, and I'm sure not trying to steal his thunder. I understand that they did find, Beach Bum says they found Madeline Kingsbury dead, and they arrested her significant other. I knew that was coming. I mean, it was too wide open. He's as bad as old guy that threw his kids in the well. You know, he's just crazy. But anyway, that's where we are on that one. If you want to come over, and to their next the thing with Anthony, I'm going to quit here in just about 5 till so I can send him all he needs to do. I'm not on my Starlink right now. We were having difficulty setting it up. We were okay, Martin Smallwood. Yes, I know you. That's good for you to be here. I'm so sorry. Today's been crazy. We were headed to the Badlands. We're on a trip to the Badlands, start off, and then we're going through the Badlands, Devil's Tower, to the Grand Tetons for about a week. And we took the wrong road.
We didn't.
We were working it out and took the wrong road and went up 94 instead of 90 and got.
We did.
We were.
He was trying.
We were. But anyway, we went about an hour out of our way. So we cut down a small county road. It was beautiful down in that area, but we drove about an hour out of our way. Okay. Yes, Martin and AK, top notch guys. You ought to be police instead of not police. That's what I say. But you're doing a great job on your own, and I sure don't want to steal your thunder. That's not what this is about. I'm just going to go over the basics next hour during Tony and our show, hopefully to get Martin and AK over on our show too. But I know that y'all got an update to do, and I told AK in an email yesterday that the last thing I wanted to do was try to steal your thunder because y'all, AK and Martin there, had done a great job. Okay, now let me just figure out where I'm doing here. I'm going to try to switch over to my Starlink here in a minute. So this is a girl they found dead. I sure hate it. She's a beautiful girl. Mother, beautiful mother. Let me tell y'all something. You remember the guy that we covered, the young black male that was a geologist working in the desert, took off from work. Hold on, Dina gets through doing this. I can't hear myself. Thanks for the ice. He took off from work and they found his Jeep in the desert, wrecked. I know y'all remember that. Well, they didn't find him. Well, supposedly the FBI now has taken over that case, and they have researched. They went ahead and pulled the computer out of the Jeep, and it comes up that they were trying that Jeep had tried to start 40 times, 40 times since the airbags deployed, and supposedly they were in. It appears it was in some type of wreck before then because they drove it like I don't know, I think 20 miles before it crashed and turned over in the ditch. The his wallet, his phone, and personal items were found near the Jeep, but he has not been seen since. So, yeah, and Martin, I appreciate that, but y'all have done a great job. But his wallet and everything found near the Jeep, so they're not sure if he was something happened to him somewhere else and the Jeep was stolen and then wrecked out in there, and they got that he's been kidnapped or murdered or what. But his father's real is basically moved out into that area at one time. They searched, he ran several searches, helicopters, everything. They haven't found him anywhere, and they're working. The FBI is working this case also. But the main one tonight I wanted to talk about with this gentleman right here. This is out of Boat Watch. This is to anyone, anywhere, anyone, to any and everyone on this platform. My son is a friend, and his friend have gone missing February the 4th after leaving on a boat in the Dominica. They were never heard from since. Please, I'm begging anyone to find them. Please, my heart can't take no more. Martinique search and rescue. Please, his trail has gone cold way too fast. My son needs to be found. Now, so they don't know if he fell off a boat or lost on a boat or what. And down in that, it is basically a third world country for all practical purposes in a lot of ways, because they don't have the forensics and they don't have the whereabouts to really look for this guy. This is
geofencing.
I don't know. I don't think they have the things down there, the geofence. That's what I wanted to know, and I wanted to know that guys, the geo guy too, if they did a geofence out there where his truck wrecked. I don't know if they can do it out there or not. I don't know if they have the towers to do it out there, or they're way too out of the area. This is some more pictures of him, and basically it says SOS, urgently seeking the whereabouts of two young men. They departed the the VC, that Bird International, Antigua and Antigua, and Barbados, or is that Barbados? No, Barbudas.
Where?
Barbuds.
Barbuda.
Barbuda, maybe. I don't know. January the 21st, 2023. Flight 348. Destination Tortola. They left Tortola on a white sailboat. Ended up in Guadalupe. I guess that would be Guadalupe, Mexico, maybe. On the 27th of January, last seen, they spoke to him on February the 2nd when he was in Dominica. They left Dominica at night on the 4th of February to SXM. They never reached. I don't know what SXM is. We are asking for general public for any information of whereabouts of these two young men. Please contact the Martinique Search and Rescue. Martinique. Now, if they don't say if these guys were experienced sailors, because remember, we have been following the case of the sailboat Ocean. I can't remember the name now, excuse me, but we've been following the case, and they have never been seen again. And people, these people were like shipboat captains and Coast Guard captains. So they sound like these might have been just experimenting with it to see. But okay, that's something about her. And then, so mainly just wanted to cover those two, and to tell you about the uh, the girl being found, beach bum had said about. And we're going to look in further on this young geologist that has never been found as of yet, and hopefully that there'll be some good news on it. I think they probably wouldn't be able to do geofencing out there, because that's mostly done in metro areas where you can go between towers, and out there in the desert it would be okay. I appreciate that, T.S. Jackson. Yeah, like Pensacola PNS, St. Martin. Okay, well, it appears these guys might not have been very, experienced sailors, and they may have just went out there on their own. But a lot of people do that. If you look at the sailboat sailing Levagavon, he was not a true sailor. He learned to sail sailing. And now he's sailed around the world basically. And then the Zatara, they learned to sail sailing. They had never sailed a boat in their life, and they bought one and just basically learned to sail. I think they might have took a class or something, but it wasn't not experience sailing. Now Zatara has completed their circumnavigation of the world. Of course, they got a $550,000 sailboat, and it's a catamaran. But still, you can get in trouble in any size boat out there. I mean, look at all the ships that have sunk in the ocean.
The Titanic.
Yeah. So anyway, I apologize again for being late today, and we were trying to make it to this church. We're actually staying in a church parking lot for free tonight in what is this place called?
Albert Lee, Minnesota.
Albert Lee, Minnesota. Anyway, it's hot, and we got the windows down now, but we got, as you know, if most of you know, we have 2,400 watts of solar on the roof and 1,000 amp hours of batteries. So we can actually fire up one air conditioner on our batteries, and it'll run for about 6 hours. So tonight, probably right before we go to bed, we'll fire up the air conditioner and cool it down in here. But I'm okay. I don't know about you. Is it hot to you?
Well, I'm moving around.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go. I hate to, like I said, apologize again for this, but we're going to be on in 10 minutes, and I got to send Anthony the rest of this stuff.
Share the link to y'all's thing.
If Beach Bum or somebody could share the link to our Thomas and Tony, we would appreciate it. And we'll be on there at 8 o'clock or just a few minutes after. I really got to get over there and send Tony the link. So we will see y'all in about 10 minutes over there if y'all want to come. All right. Thank y'all. Appreciate you hanging around for me.